And now to the vote itself. NBC News has learned more than 100 jurisdictions across the U.S. have been placed on a wait list to receive help from the federal government to ensure their election process is secure. Counties have reached out to the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency to run assessments on their election systems. The agency says it's doing everything they can to protect the elections. Here's Director Jen Easterly just last week.
So now we have protective security advisors, cybersecurity state coordinators that are working hand in hand on the front line with those election officials to ensure they have what they need. And we have made this the top priority at CISA over the past year to ensure that we are supporting those election officials.
NBC News Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley joins us now for more on this. And CISA, by the way, is Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. That's this agency we're talking about. Julia, good morning. Let's start with these basics here. So most voting machines are actually not connected to the internet. I think that's an important point here. So it does mean, actually, just so everybody knows, it's almost impossible for them to be hacked. So what is it here that a jurisdiction would be looking for help on, essentially checking the health of their system? What information is online and potentially vulnerable?
Well, we actually learned a lot about this from the Mueller report, if you can believe it, because they looked back at what Russia tried to do in the 2016 election, where they were able to get local county officials to click on phishing emails to open up access to their state websites. What that could mean is vulnerabilities with voter registration rolls. It would be possible for a hacker to come in and delete someone from the voting roll so they could no longer vote, or to change the projection of a vote tally. Now, as you said, those ballot machines are not connected to the internet. There's a paper copy of everything. But imagine the confusion and chaos that could sow if what's projected on a website isn't the actual underlying vote, and they would have to go back and change that. There's a lot of ways that you could manipulate the elections if those voting machines aren't secure. But we should say that CISA has pointed out that they were able to deliver kind of what's called a basic cyber hygiene test to make sure people are following basic rules to try to keep their system secure. But we now know that there are over 100 jurisdictions that said, actually, CISA, could you try to hack into our systems? Could you try to use your cyber experts and make sure that we are totally safe and cannot be penetrated by either a private hacker or, say, a foreign power? And instead, CISA actually has a backup of those, and they don't think they'll be able to answer them before the election.
So, Julia, just to be clear here, when you say that a hacker could go in and kind of change that projection, is the assumption, though, that the humans, not the computer, the humans that are working, though, that would be seeing that and assessing that, would then be able to tell this seems off, and then that's where the paper ballots would come into play?
Yeah, that's the assumption. This hasn't happened. What we were able to find through the Mueller report is that Russia could actually get into those systems, but they didn't seem to manipulate it. They just found their way in. It was almost a way of saying, look, here we are. We've been able to get some of these employees to click on emails. We've been able to change some of the coding, but they weren't actually able, or they didn't manipulate it, although perhaps they could have because of those vulnerabilities that existed in 2016. So the question is now, why are we here in 2022 with some of these vulnerabilities perhaps still existing because they haven't been able to get the services they need? It also points out something that I think kind of runs in juxtaposition to what Jen Easterly said just there and what you played, where she says, look, we're there on the front lines ensuring the states have everything they need. It's up to the states to come to us. Well, now what we're learning is actually there are more than 100 states and local jurisdictions that have gone to CISA, but they haven't been able to get the services they need.
Absolutely. So, Julia, I know there's this backlog due to lack of resources, lack of staff, some of these contractors not being able to or not willing anymore to do some of these tests. So is the agency concerned about this backlog? I mean, I know these are jurisdictions that are essentially volunteering, like, hey, we want to get this checked out. It's not a requirement that they're not following through on. But is this a concern that several jurisdictions are interested and unable to get this test done?
Yeah, it's certainly a concern to some of the people we spoke to, people who thought that it was important for the American public to know about this. They think that CISA should be staffing up and trying to address this backlog. And it is a concern because it won't be addressed before the election. This kind of thing takes months, and this backlog, as we understand it, has existed for months as well. So they're definitely, wanting to bring it to light, to shed light on the fact that CISA needs more resources. Some of these states are very concerned that they haven't been able to get the resources that they need. But for now, they do want to ensure voters that they've done everything they can. They just need more testing and they need more staffing to be able to make sure that there is no way that those systems can be hacked into.
It's a story across a lot of different places right now in this country. Julia, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.